Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. This is Greg Ryder. I haven't been on a webinar in a while, so it's good to be here with you. Let me know you can hear me. Let me open up my question box. Boom, I got the question box open. Let me know where you're calling in from, where you're sitting, what the weather's like, something to let me know that you can hear me okay. So far, oh, there we go. Chile, Paul from Chile. Nice. Lisa says, yes, I can hear you. Oregon, North Vancouver, Atlanta, South Africa, Mexico, Vermont, Miami, Maryland. Yes, yes, yes. Savannah, Georgia, Laguna Hills, Nebraska. Oh, hot, 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 hot in New Jersey. Oh, 101 degrees in Colorado. Oh, my Lordy. Toronto, Arkansas, Phoenix. Isn't that awesome? It's like so cool. Every time I do this, I just get amazed that we got people from all over the world. And our guest today, our seven-figure, e-commerce guru, is sitting in United Kingdom, up there in around the London area. Oh, look at that! We got Rena in Israel, Southern Missouri, Oregon, Fort Worth, Texas. Cool. Very cool. I should have created some polls. Hey, let me ask a question while we're just buying some time and letting people that are going to show up late. It's 1 o'clock right now. We are going to get started in a few minutes, but we'll just give everyone a couple minutes to get here, and then we're going to pass it off to Martin. He's going to dive into our training. So let me ask you guys a question. How many people put a 1 in the box, in the question box, if you already cater to women as your niche in e-commerce? 1, if you already cater to women or you want to cater to women, and I'm assuming that's why you're on this call. So I see 1. They're flying in. So as you guys know, with Celebrity Lifestyle Brands, we own a brand called Be Your Own You, and Be Your Own You is a self-esteem lifestyle brand for women that my 23-year-old daughter has just been made the president. So she's the young president of our up-and-coming brand. We recently acquired another company. We employ 3,000 women in Madagascar making straw hats and straw bags and purses and baby stuff. And you guys are going to get a new webinar on that very soon. So we're very big into the women's empowerment space. And I've been wanting to get into the leggings business in a serious way for a long time. And I've been working on a partnership and a deal for a long time. And we finally made the deal, and we acquired a new e-commerce site. Done over $2 million in the legging business, and through that we have a relationship with leggings that are made and manufactured in Europe, and we shipped we've tested them. And just to give you an example, so my 23-year-old daughter, she lives in leggings, right? Does anyone have daughters that all they wear is leggings? That's it. Put a 2 in the box if you're like me. That's all she wears. And we got her a set of these leggings, and she touched them. She felt, she goes, oh, these feel nice. Oh, these are nice. Yeah, okay. Then she put them on. She came back to me. She goes, Dad, these are my favorite leggings. I love these leggings. And I'm going to go so far as to tell you that the leggings that we are now that have for you, we're going to be talking about, is I'm going to compare them to Lululemon. I literally just came from getting a haircut at the barbershop. My barber's wife was there wearing Lululemons, and I was joking with her, telling what's going on, and I said, I want to take pictures of your leggings. Our leggings, I think, are comparable. They're way better. They're great leggings. They're amazing leggings. And you guys know, with Celebrity Lifestyle Brands, Bernd Ullman, our partner, he always says nothing sells product better than great product. So we've had some leggings go through Printex's office space that other people put through, and I've had Randy send me samples, and I wouldn't sell them. I wouldn't offer them, because I'm not going to get in the business of selling a product that doesn't get rave reviews, that people don't just love. It's not a good idea. It doesn't make sense, and we're not going to do that, especially as Celebrity Lifestyle Brands. So with that being said, you guys are in for a cheap treat. We're going to give you nothing but pure content, and then we're going to share with you exactly how you can get in the leggings business through Printec and how that's going to work and what that all looks like. So with that being said, Martin, can you hear me okay?
Hey, Greg. Hey, everybody. Coming through loud and clear. How is everybody? Let's see on the chat. Greetings from wherever you are to wherever you are. Let's hear for some people.
So, and real quick, let me give another endorsement for Martin. So I met Martin, and we got on the phone. He was very kind to get on the Skype with me, and we've kind of had, from the very minute we talked, I felt like we kind of had a connection, and we kind of felt like we're going to be doing something together. So it's exciting, and I'm going to be joining him and speaking at his mastermind coming up. And to make a long story short, he really knows what he's doing, but he's also the owner of Trust Message, which for all of you T-Rex members, I posted a T-Rex video of what we're doing with one of our celebrities. Now we're just getting orders every day from Trust Message that aren't costing me anything, because we're using his amazing program, Trust Message. So he knows what's going on in this e-commerce space, and he's also connected to dozens and dozens of seven-figure e-commerce sellers. So listen to what's going on. Let's go ahead and pass this off to Martin. Turn off your Facebook, close down your cell phones, get focused, and he's going to dive in and give you some content. So go ahead and take it away, Martin.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for that introduction, Greg. I am humbled, and we have a lot of attendees on right now, which so I am dead set to give you a darn good presentation. And as Greg said, we've got slides and slides and slides of pure value. Starting with this one, which is a screenshot from the Shopify store in question. We've got a few questions already asking, is this Shopify or something else? This is absolutely Shopify. So this is my leggings store that has ticked over $200 million in revenue selling leggings, and they're selling leggings that we ourselves actually partnered up with a manufacturer and went through loads and loads of different prototypes and loads of sort of bad leggings before we found the perfect leggings. And later on in this presentation, I'm going to tell you what the perfect leggings are, right? The ingredients to perfect leggings. And I'm going to hold that back for a little bit of a tease there for you. Throughout the presentation, we've got loads and loads of good stuff as well. I've got some freebies and giveaways to give you as well. Shout out to Patty, who is giving me some love through chat. Hey, Patty, I love you. Right, let's kick into this. And let's go. Right, so as I said in this presentation, I'm going to tell you how to
real quick, Martin, somebody said they couldn't see your screen. Give me some yeses if you can see Martin's screen. Maybe it was just her. Okay, everyone, okay, that was just there then. We're getting the yeses are okay.
Yeah, about 100 yeses. I think you can see my screen. Cool. Right, so absolutely, in this presentation, I'm going to teach you how to sell leggings online. I do feel qualified enough to teach you how to sell leggings online through owning and running a $2 million leggings e-commerce store, right? So, it's not a long presentation, but I'm going to give you the absolute best bits, no fluff, right? So throughout the training, I will be giving you links to further free resources so that anything that you kind of need in more detail, you can get in more detail, right? And that's the point of it. So I'm not going to deep dive into certain topics within this video. I'm just going to give you, other videos for free. At the end, we're going to have a question and answers sort of section, time dependent. So if you do have any questions, note them down, write them down, and we are going to run through those at the end. As Greg said, there's no pictures, nothing for sale. Does that sound good, everybody? Let's see a 1 in the chat. Just hit that keyboard. Let me know you're awake. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you understand my British accent. Fantastic. So much love coming in on chat. Awesome. Right, okay, so let's jump into this. So why leggings, right? Now, I pulled out a couple of screenshots that really kind of show off the reason why. Okay, so first off, this is Vogue. This is Vogue this year, the fashion brand Vogue. Now, we're not selling leggings to fashionistas who are walking down runways, but it's interesting that still, even in 2018, Vogue is saying there's no signs of leggings slowing down. Leggings with everything was the order from these famous people. And you can see here that the online orders of leggings, right, as a percentage of all online orders has overtaken jeans. Okay, more people are buying leggings online than jeans, denim, right? More people are doing that, and you can see the interest on Google Trends. You can just see this upward curve, right? It's spiking during the colder months. That's what's going on here, but you can see that it is very much on the up, right? People are wearing leggings, people are loving leggings. Okay, so why? Their popularity trending up. But why are we selling leggings? Well, leggings are awesome because you can print on demand, right? So what we did was we developed a legging that is made of the right combination of materials, very, very cotton rich, so that it can be printed on demand. Okay, so we're not talking about the synthetic man-made fiber leggings. We're talking about really nice organic combed cotton leggings, which feel lovely. They're really, really soft, but more importantly, get a brilliant finish when they're printed on. Okay, and because it's print on demand, it means means that you can create a new product just with a new design, okay? Because a new design on a pair of leggings is a brand new product, okay? You can have design A on leggings 1, design B on leggings 2, and you've got 2 different products to sell, okay? And even better, because they are what's known as DTG printable, direct to garment printable, you can print them in full color and you can print runs of just one. You don't have to print like tons and tons, okay? So all of this keeps the cost down, keeps the cash flow up, so that you can put that money into marketing, right? Which is really important. The cash flow truly is the lifeblood of any business, right? So we've got a relatively low base cost as well, but there's a high perceived value with leggings, particularly thanks to the likes of Lululemon, who are selling pairs of leggings for like $130. Okay, they're selling pieces of stitched fabric for $130. So you can see the kind of growth potential there. They fold really flat, and they actually weigh around about the same as a sort of thick t-shirt. They fold up smaller than a t-shirt, so they're super cheap to ship. And when you're selling the quality leggings like ours are, right, like what you're going to have access to if you stick out to the end of this call, when we have a little reveal, your customers will keep coming back, okay? And because they'll come back for the leggings because they can't get them anywhere else, right? So that's why we sell leggings. Now, why do people buy leggings? Okay, so we've seen that it's trending up, but why are they doing that? So as we've said, they're soaring popularity, they're trending up. And I've said about the print on demand and the possibilities being endless. So people are coming back to get new different designs that show off their passions and love. But also they're buying leggings because there's different options available, right? We've got capris, which are the 3/4 lengths. If you're hanging out in the hotter states or you're wearing them for exercise, we've got the full lengths. We've got plus size leggings, and we've got different colors available. Okay, so there's a lot of choice for people who are buying leggings. I think I've duplicated a slide, so we're going to carry on. But you will find that people may well be picky, okay? Now, if you've got a brand new favorite garment, right? Now, I'm going to change between pants and trousers. We call them trousers in the UK. Pants are something different here in the UK. But the things that you put on over your legs, okay? If you've got a favorite garment that are over your legs, then you can be picky, right? You can afford to be picky, right? You don't want anything that's rubbish, okay? So what people want from their leggings, we did our research before we even made our very first prototype legging. We did our research, and what we found, unsurprisingly, people don't want their leggings to go see-through, okay? They don't want to show off their underwear through their leggings. No big surprise. They also don't want the leggings to go baggy at the knees or at the ankles, okay? They don't want them to lose their shape over time and begin to look a bit old prematurely. They don't want them to be rubbish like that. They also want them to be supportive, okay? That often means a high waistband that comes higher up, like past the belly button, so it tucks everything in, okay? And if they can get a nice looking butt out of it as well, then that's a bonus. And they want to feel comfortable. Okay, and this is something that we wanted to delve into. We wanted to understand. We understand what they don't want out of leggings, and we understand what they do want for leggings. But we wanted to understand what scenarios people are wearing leggings for. Okay, and so here's a few examples, and you've got some more coming up. But to feel comfortable. So if they've got the leggings and they're wearing them in the gym or running or general exercise, they want them to be right for that, right? So to let in enough air so they're not sweating and, and the moisture is being wicked up and stuff. But if they're wearing them for themed events, they want them to be appropriate for that as well. So we really pursued a sort of hybrid legging, okay? So moving on, we've got some photos here, okay? And what I've done is I've highlighted, so these are genuine customer photos that have been sent in to us. And I wanted to highlight some of the activities that the leggings have been worn for, right? And I want to sow this seed with you folks prematurely, so that you're not thinking just one or two different options. I want to open up the options and get your brain thinking about all the different kind of people that are wearing the leggings, the different shapes, the different sizes, the different ages of people who are wearing the leggings, right? So you can see here, these look like two friends that go running, okay? And we've got a pole dance enthusiast. We've got another running team here. Here, it's just behind them. You can't quite see it on this this image, but that's a Christmas tree, right? That's because these were Christmas presents, okay? So gift buying here. We've got an aerial silks girl, we've got a nurse in the gym here. And so you can begin to see some of the different things and activities that people are doing in their leggings and why they're buying their leggings, okay? Because it's really important to get into the customer's mind so that we can position our product pages and our adverts to answer their questions, right? So we got it narrowed down when these are a little bit clearer, so you can see some more examples here. I'm going to run through these in a second, but we narrowed down the kind of reasons people are purchasing leggings. Okay, so we've got them as gym and exercise. So a lot of our customers are wearing them for to go to the gym and to exercise. A lot of marathon wearers of it, and so on. A lot of sports as well. We also found that our leggings sales blew up in Q4, end of Q3, Q4. So from around about August through to sort of mid-December, we found they blew up because when you've got leggings which have sort of personal statements on them, jokes, or a niche specific, right? If you're the person buying, say you've got a niece and you're buying leggings for her or a sister, okay, and you know what interest she has, and you're able to buy her a pair of leggings that you know are great and have something relevant to her in her passions, and you're able to give that to her, that's a really personal gift, right? A really nice, different kind of gift to give, right? And so a lot of people found that, and the price point came in under $50. So it was a really good price point for gift giving. We also found people would buy the leggings for special events that they had coming up. All right, so they might be visiting a certain, say, a museum, like an art museum, and they might buy some art leggings to to wear or something. We had marathons and trips supporting sports. So you can see here, this lady's a hockey player, okay, and she's got chicks with sticks on her leggings, right? She's showing that off. She's wearing them while she plays hockey. These two are teachers, and they're wearing their leggings as part of a school trip. This lovely lady here is a skier, and she's got a pair of skiing leggings while she's at a ski resort somewhere. This lady's cycling, she's wearing this. This woman's a roller derby. We've got some marathon runners, and we've got I don't know if this is a semi-professional thing or whether it's a day out. I'm not sure, but definitely having fun in their leggings, right? And you can see this group here, often when they do buy them for some sort of team sport or event, they'll buy multiple pairs as well. You can see they've all got matching leggings. But ultimately, they're trying to show off their passion, right? Or to inform the world of an upcoming event, right? Like a wedding or a challenge or a diet, okay? It's very, very similar to the reasons people wear T-shirts with sort of slogans and designs on them, all right? But they want something that is comfortable and conveys their personality to the world, all right? It's a talking point straight off, okay? Are you guys with me so far? Are you following along? Are you jizzy jazzled? You can put JJ in the chat. If you're jizzy jazzled, put JJ in the chat. Awesome, we got lots of JJs. Brilliant, brilliant. Right, so choosing your niche or niches, okay? Now, this is a big topic, okay? I go in detail, great detail about how you can find and uncover very, very profitable niches that other people aren't in, how you can find out what's popular in that niche, how you can speak to the people in your niche. And this is one of the examples where we just don't have time to cover that off today. So what I've done is I've created a little short link, a memorable short link, which just redirects you to a YouTube video on my channel, okay? And this goes into detail about niche selection, okay? So what we've got, whenever we've got one of these kind of links, I've put this, I've put Joey like this and a big red arrow prompting you to make a note of this link, okay? So that you can find it later on. So put it in your notes or take a screenshot of your screen, so that you can come back to these links later on, all right? So you have the choice of going single niche or multi-niche. Now, in my store, I decided to go multi-niche, okay? I wanted different collections. I was uncovering new niches all the time to sell to, so I was able to sell to multiple different types of people across the different niches, right? So If you go multi-niche, that does open up that opportunity where you're not stepping on your own toes by trying to sell multiple products. Say you've got 3 different pairs of nurse leggings and you're advertising them all at the same time, and you're perhaps competing with yourself a little bit. But it does have some things that you need to think about, right? So if you're going multi-niche in your store, you've got to think about in advance. Right, if you're selling, say you've sold 2 runners leggings and 2 gardening leggings, right? You need to be able to segment those people within your email list so that you can speak differently to the gardeners from the whatever the first example I gave is, right? And so in the email segmentation, we're talking about flows, which is like your autoresponders, your broadcasts, and your cart abandonment messages. Okay, the more personalized you can get with this kind of segmentation, the better your results will be. Likewise on store, so if you're running Facebook ads, and obviously we're going to be talking about other ads as well, but say you're talking about Facebook ads, pixel segmentation is key as well. So if you're not particularly techie, I know I'm not, try and find someone that is, but find a way so that you know, and the pixel more importantly knows, whether the visitor to your store was a gardener visitor or a running visitor, for example. Okay. However, if you go single niche, you do need to try not to compete with yourself by advertising too many products to the same audience at the same time. So if you're going to do that, if you are going to go single niche, if you've already got your niche and you just want to add leggings to it, I would suggest this hot off the press, brand new strategy, actually, which my mastermind's having some success with at the moment. And actually putting, say you've got 3 different pairs of nurse leggings, rather than running them as different ad sets, you can do 3 different ads, right, for the 3 different products and control the budget from the ad set level. Okay, and what that enables Facebook to do is to allocate your budget towards the product that is getting the best reaction. You don't care, because ultimately you're getting the same profit margin whether they buy leggings 1, leggings 2, or leggings 3, but Facebook knows better than you will do. All right, and so there's a little tip there from the 7- and 8-figure earners in the mastermind. Right. Planning your designs. Okay, so here's what we sort of came up with in terms of generalized categories for designs that work well when printed on leggings. So quotes, okay, self-explanatory. Witty expressions, jokes, colorful graphics. Generally, if it works on a t-shirt, it will most likely work on a legging. So that's really great. If you've already got t-shirt designs ready to rock and roll, then you can very quickly adapt them just to the dimensions of leggings so they look great. And do note that short and catchy and recognizable beats detailed, small and complicated. The goal of your leggings design is that, you know, someone can see it quite clearly and understand it from like 10 feet away. They don't have to be right next to the person, bent down with their nose pressed up to their leg to actually read it or understand it. Okay, but it's very, very similar to t-shirts in that respect. But you can see here, this particular design on the left calls out nurses, right? And you know, so you can imagine a nurse, like a weightlifting nurse in the gym wearing this, saying, hey, I'm a nurse and I lift. Okay, 2 factors, very simple. This one's a little play on words, a little fun little quote. And this one has no words at all. It just shows, this is obviously for cyclists, and it just shows a bike and a heartbeat, and there's lots of color to it, lots of vibrant color, right? And all of these work really well. Basically, whatever you can imagine, you can print on it. Okay, the only ink you can't print on the leggings is black. I mean, it still prints on it, you just don't see it very well because the leggings are black. So in the chat, we've had someone ask, can we print emojis? Absolutely, you can. Anything, assuming you have the rights to it, the copyrights to it, you can print anything on leggings. Right. Moving on, design research. Okay, let's jump in. So in terms of where you can go to get inspiration for your designs, we've got a list of options here. So Pinterest, Instagram, Google Images, Google Trends, searching for quotes, like niche specific quotes, jokes that are niche specific, expressions that are niche specific, and any kind of niche apparel stores, right? You might find that whatever niche you're in, I'm sure if you've been in that niche for a while, you'll know of apparel stores in that niche. You can get an idea for of what kind of is working and what appeals to those kind of people. But I cannot stress this enough, never copy. All right, you've got to create your own original designs. And if just for the pure integrity, being a good responsible marketer reason, if that doesn't float your boat, then think of it this way: why would you copy a winning design that's already sold its thousands of designs and is kind of on the way out? Why would you want to take up something which is almost, you know, dead and gone anyway? Whereas when you create your original, your own fresh new version of it, you know, you get that chance of you having all of those thousands of customers. All right. Okay, so this is how we got started. All right. We purchased some of our products. So we purchased some of the leggings that we've been working for a while, and we went out to some pretty locations and the garden, which is here. You can see a little bit of my washing machine just here in the background. And we took photos and video. All right. We just took some photos and we took some video. We had a laugh with it of the leggings. Okay. Really, really simple. Okay. There's nothing complicated about this. If you own a mobile phone, you can take photos. All right. And we hired a designer to mock up the design onto the legging. All right. So we got a designer who's really good with Photoshop to be able to take like a blank legging and make it look like the design is printed on it. Okay. So far so good. All right. And I'm sure there'll be resources available to you as well for your own mock-ups. But the whole point of this is you want to stand out from the crowd. Okay. You want your advert to stand out to the people you're advertising to, right? I don't know if any of you remember like the Teespring days, you saw whole news feeds full of the same t-shirt from the same angle with designs on it, right? And that gets old, and potential customers develop banner blindness, and they just stop noticing those things on their newsfeed, or they start sort of hiding them, which tells Facebook, I don't want to see these. Whereas if you've got fresh new images, you know, with a model doing their thing, you'll stand out. Okay. And you can test different things. You can see, so we print on the left leg, but you can see all of these different angles here. There are 3 different angles, camera angles, 3 different poses, but they all show off the left leg really well to show off that design. Okay. Right. Onto the product page. So we've talked about the sort of imagery you can use for your adverts and maybe for the product page as well. But onto the product page, because the product page is the most important page. All right. In this process, right, the product page is the most important process. Shopify, you know, there's not a lot you need to tweak on the cart page. There's very little you need to tweak on the checkout page, but the product page is typically where you're going to be sending your visitors. That's the top of the funnel page. That's where you need to get things right. Okay. Now, this is another one of those examples. You can see we've got Joey here, right? I did a full length video. We're talking a 60-minute long video of covering over 50 ways to increase your conversions. Okay, and it's currently residing in one of the Facebook groups that we have, and it looks like this in the bottom right hand corner. Okay, I do these live videos every 2 weeks, and this was one of them. This was done on the 14th of May, so not that long ago, and you can find it if you join this group. You can find that video in there, right? And if you want to be on the future live calls, that's your link as well. So there's 2 links here to share, but there's over 50 ways to increase your conversions, and I'm going to go into some of the best ones for this. I'm going to go into the best ones on this call. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. Now, I talk very, very fast, guys, and I appreciate some of this might be like drinking out of a fire hose, but let me know, are you still on board? Are you still following along? Are you getting this?
You talk fast like me. I love it, man. So we got to speak. And I like speeding up my videos. Listen to them double speed. So this can be real fun when I do that. Watch the replay.
I'm gonna sound like a
just so everyone knows, when he showed you those mock-ups, we have our designer, our Photoshop expert, our webmaster has been creating some mock-ups and some action scripts, and we are going to offer a service so you can give us your design, and for measly $10, we'll make all the mock-ups for you. Right, you give us your design, boom, boom, boom. We'll put them in our Photoshop, do all the mock-ups, and send them to you. So we'll talk about that at the end, because I know that's where I get stuck. Like I don't know Photoshop, and I can maybe hire somebody to do a design, but I want to have them on the mock-ups. I want to have them on the Facebook stuff. So we got all that solved for you. We got all these, we got a lot of problems that we're going to solve for you that we're going to share when Martin gets done with his training. But it looks like everyone's loud and clear. Jizzy dizzy.
Loud and clear, dizzy dizzy. Right, let's go on then. Right, so factors that affect your conversion rate. So like I said, that video that I mentioned previously has over 50, right? I'm picking out the best ones here and covering them off very quickly. I'm going to go pow, 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 pow. Right, so we're talking product pages here, okay? Things that will affect your conversion rate, the speed that it loads, okay? Everyone from Google to Facebook and everyone in between will punish you if your page doesn't load fast. Facebook has a browser in your phone, so when you do your browsing on your phone from Facebook, Facebook knows when you've left their app and when you come back, okay? And if your users are leaving to go to your site and then coming back to Facebook very, very quickly, Facebook knows that your site's not very good, and they will punish you with higher ad costs. All right. Next up, we've got colors. This is, it should be a no-brainer. It should make sense, but I see too many stores nowadays with really horrible clashing colors that it's just like being hit in the face. It's like being punched in the face by your computer monitor, and all you'll do is you'll hit that back button and get out of there. Pop-ups, this is another one. Those pop-ups where people don't even know you yet and you're asking for their email address. Stop that. All right. Test your site in particular on mobile phones, because I see too many sites where there's like multiple pop-ups. It's like, hey, can I send you push notifications? Hey, do you want to subscribe on Messenger? Hey, give me your email address. Hey, nice to meet you. It's too many pop-ups. It's too much to close. It's too overwhelming, right, for a user. Trust badges. Okay, so once they're kind of reading and browsing and making a buying decision, trust badges are key. So we're talking trust badges that show off perhaps the security of your browser, or your money back guarantee, or your fast delivery, things like that. Then we've got reviews and testimonials. Some people like to be first. Someone said I spelt colors wrong. Actually, that's how we spell it in the UK, but points for trying. Right, so reviews and testimonials. Some people like to be first to they want to be the first person to buy things. The majority of people like to know that other people have been there before them and had a good experience, because people hate to feel like mugs. Like, they hate to feel conned. Of course, right? It's an ego thing. It's a blow to the ego. If you got scammed online, you're like, right? People like to know that people have been there before them and had a good experience. It's why Amazon does so well, because people trust those reviews on Amazon. Okay. You want to show off the payment options. Majority of people don't want to have to go through halfway through the checkout to see whether you accept their preferred payment option. By the way, I'm just going to add a caveat here. If you have the option to add Amazon Pay to your store, as in the currency of your store is the same currency as your Amazon Pay, do it, right? It will increase your conversion rate, okay? The number of steps in the buying process, people don't want to go through multiple steps, okay? You need to make it super easy. Going back to Amazon, if you've got their app, you'll know just how easy it is to buy from the app, okay? You just swipe, you hit buy now and then swipe, and it's bought, and they've remembered all your payment details and everything, right? That's how to make it super easy and spontaneous, all right? And then people will have questions, which I'm going to go through in a second, right? Any person that comes to your store, at the back of their head will have questions. They might not even know they've got questions, but they've got questions, and they need to be able to find the answers of those questions, or they're not going to give you any of their money. So who wants to know what are I think it's the 7 key questions that people have that you need to answer?
We all do, but I have one more I want to add to that. Right, so all of you T-Rexers out there, and everyone that's working with our personalization and the ability to do personalization, not only in T-Rex, but through Printex with the Shopify app and the Amazon app and the Etsy app, we are going to be figuring out how to personalize these leggings, which I promise you is going to affect your conversion rate, because now you can offer personalized in your designs. And no one else, there's not another company. Do you know of anybody that's been able to do personalized leggings on the internet, since that you've been in this business for a couple of years?
Absolutely not. And there's not many people that actually sell leggings very well as well, because I mean, we haven't mentioned those people by name, but we mentioned them and touched upon it at the beginning of the beginning of this call. A lot of your kind of well-known people that sell leggings online, they're really poor quality leggings, so they don't come back. They don't buy them again because they're not very good, right? And I'm talking about plain black, the plain black leggings competitors, but there's not many of them, and they certainly don't offer personalization. So if you're the only person, that can sell a particular design on an amazing quality legging, which is personalized, you're going to win that race, right? You're going to win that race, and you can charge more as well. So, right, so let's continue, okay? So these are the questions. No, sorry, these are more things to factor into your conversion rate. Sorry, I loaded in a few more extra slides for you just for a Brucey bonus. So here are more conversion rate affecting factors. Of course, the price, but how it's presented as well. Different tactics there. Some stores go with big and bold, like a big loud price. Some are a little bit more subtle and discreet. Some have the decimal point and the things after it. Others don't. We went with the price just presented. I think we were selling them at $48, and we just presented it as 48 with a dollar sign in before it. We didn't go .00, just 48, and then we put a big number near that $48 price tag, right? And that big number was how many customers we've sold to, and the psychology behind that is that big number makes our price number look small and less offensive, right? The shipping costs, people want to know this. Things like the labeling of buttons. Yes, I want this versus add to cart. This one's an excited response. This one's a sort of clinical response. Things that affect your conversion rate, things like translation, currency conversion. Remember, right, folks, remember this. I don't know, we've got a lot of guys and girls from the US here. Remember that Europe is bigger than the US. There's more people in Europe than in the US, okay? And there's even more people outside of the Europe and the US, right? And there's up and coming countries like Brazil, for example. Brazil are all over print on demand at the moment, okay? They're not quite as affluent as the other countries, but they are buying. So remember, if you're selling to other countries, right, what languages do those countries speak and what currency do they use, right? And if you can get a theme with an automatic currency conversion, you're ahead of the game. Right. Next up, if you're selling a quality product, the images that show that quality product should be quality images. Okay, so you need to find the fine line between having an image which is a really big file size and an image that looks really poor quality. All right, and you want to get that middle ground where it looks great, but the file size isn't too big. And then the image variety. Don't go ahead with just one image of your product, okay? They want to see your product from different angles. They might want to see it on a couple of models. Ideally, those models would be different shapes and sizes, you know, so they can imagine themselves. And that's the point. They need to be able to imagine themselves wearing the leggings that you're selling, and they may want a close-up look. So here's more stuff that can affect your conversion rate. Okay. And then the final list of conversion rate, I told you I had a lot of these, and I go through these in a much more detail in that video that I mentioned earlier on, but things that will affect your conversion rate on that product page, that most important page, product copy, right? How much effort are you putting into selling your product from the copy? Okay, different people learn and make decisions in different ways. And if they are a visual person and they're reading your product copy, if it doesn't excite them, you're doing yourself a disservice. This particular line we like to include on our product pages when people are visiting on mobile, and we want to include them on our ads as well. Buy from your mobile. People don't necessarily realize that. You'd be surprised at how many people don't realize that they, in 2018, can purchase things on their mobile. They'll see it on their phone and they'll go, oh, that's cool. I'll maybe check that out later when I'm at home. Okay. Putting that in there reminds them. Okay. Things that affect your conversion rate, of course, the device they're on. You know, if they're on a really, really old school, I don't know, an old phone like a Nokia 3210 or something, which somehow has the internet, they might struggle to buy from your store. That's fair enough. They will want to see some contact information, particularly if they've been screwed over before when they purchase online. They're not going to get burnt twice, and they'll want to make sure that they can contact you if there is a problem, and they want to be able to see that. We said the length of the checkout stage. So this is the number of form fields. Okay, is it absolutely essential for you to ask them what their address is for delivery and what is their address for billing? Or could you give them the option to just tick a box that says those two are the same? That's an example. Do you need to know all of the details that you're asking, or can you get by with the less? The fewer the number of form fields, the better your chances are of getting them through that checkout. Of course, there are things you can't really change. The time of the month, the day of the month. You know, if people are getting paid near the end of the month, they have more money near the end of the month, right? They're more likely to buy from you. We found that Mondays and Tuesdays weren't great days to sell, but we found Thursdays, particularly near the end of the month, really did rock, and they really did work really well. And of course, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays were great days as well. So it might be that it's the day or time of day that is affecting your conversion rate. Your bounce rate will affect your conversion rate, as I said before, and the quality of your traffic. Okay, right, now we're on to the good stuff. Okay, we're on to the questions that people have, right? The questions that every person,
Hey,
whether
Martin,
they know it. Yeah.
I want to add one more
Cool.
that I didn't hear that you covered. But again, for a lot of the people out there that are running the Facebook ads and they're saying Facebook ads are dead, they're still working. I'm running Facebook ads. I'm getting traffic. We've done $70,000 in the last with T-shirts and leggings and stuff in the last this month actually. But my point I wanted to say is because of the price point and the profit margins, you have more money to spend on customer acquisition costs. And then if you have a shirt that matches the leggings and you have the upsells in your funnels, the one-click upsells, now you can really start to build a business and build a following because you have that extra money to spend on your customer acquisition costs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, right. So now we are on to these questions. Okay. So, a really big tease because I thought it was the next slide, but we had a few, I mean, albeit pretty well detailed slides in between, but here is the big reveal, folks. Right. So we've got 6 questions. Right. So people want to know what it looks like. Okay, now you address this with your product images. Okay, so those images of what your product looks like answers this question. They're coming in. What does it look like? What is it that I'm buying? And ideally, they want to be able to see it in different different angles with different models and so on. Okay, how does it work? All right. Now, this obviously with technology and things that need explaining is even more important. But with leggings here, they want to know, is it good enough for me? All right. Does it serve my purpose? Right. And we're talking about quality here when we're talking about leggings. How big or small is it? Okay. People have this question. It doesn't matter what they're buying. It doesn't matter if it's a mobile phone or a laptop or a pair of leggings, right? How big or small is it? Okay. And that's why size guides and the product dimensions are so important. And I've bolded size guides because this is probably the most important thing when you're selling leggings. The most important element of your product page, maybe with the exception of the button they actually press to buy, is the size guide. I'm going to get into that in a second. Right, they want to know, can it be delivered? Long gone are the days where you have to go and pick up your stuff from internet shops, but they want to know, can it be delivered, and what does that cost them, and how long will that take them? Right? They want to know, if they don't like it, can it be returned, and what does that cost? Okay, how much does it cost to return it? Right? And ultimately, they want to know if they can trust your brand. All right. So every consumer on some level will go into a product page with these questions, okay? And you need to ensure, whatever it is you're selling, you need to ensure that your product page answers these questions, okay? Now, if you want to be able to answer these questions even faster, right, some of these, it's not ideal to show it right there on the product page. You might need a link on the product page, which then takes them to the answer, okay? If it's a longer, more detailed answer, okay? And you don't want to inundate your customer service with questions that are asked all the time, that you can answer quicker, and you want to give that customer the answer whilst they're there and they're hot, whilst they're hot to buy, right? Once they're hot to buy from you, that's when you want to give them the answer. You don't want to give them a chance to cool off. And even if your customer service is super quick, responds in 10 minutes, 10 minutes is a lifetime nowadays, right? They'll have gone off, they'll have watched 3 cat videos, and they'll be looking at something shiny elsewhere, and it's not on your store by this point. So my tip here is whatever you can answer on the product page, please do answer. And if you've got a link to your contact us page anywhere, right, try a contact us funnel page. And you can see here we've got a contact us page, what our goals are, and then we've got, before they scroll down to the form, we've got links to the frequently asked questions. We know that lots of people want to know the status of their order, so we've got a link to that. And then we know a lot of people are interested in the delivery time, and so we've got a page for that, right? We've got separate pages for all of these so people can find it. And we also have links to these direct from the product page as well. But these 3 links here cut the number of support tickets that we were getting. Like they slashed the number of support tickets we were getting, right? It really did, because people could self-serve, they could get their answers quicker, and they increased our conversion rate as well. Right, so I bolded the size guide, okay? And there's a reason for that. It's pretty important. So important, in fact, all right? It serves a number of purposes, not least answering the question of how big is the product, but it also reduces your returns, okay? So many people order the wrong size. Now, it might be that they're a little bit hopeful. They remember the glory days when they were a bigger or smaller size and still think they're that bigger or smaller size, perhaps. It could be a lost in translation thing. It could be a number of reasons, but the easier you make it for them to find out what their size is, the better, all right? And remember, not all of your customers use the same metrics when they're measuring, right? They might know their waist size in centimeters, not inches, okay? So you need to be showing sizes in inches and centimeters. This is just a snippet from my size guide page, right? There's even more, right, with the actual sizes and measurements in centimeters and in inches and so on, okay? Do size conversions, okay? You may or may not know this, but check this out. So this is a size conversion, and you can see that in the US, for example, a size 8 is actually the same as a size 10 here in the UK, right? So these are different sizes. So if they're sized in the US way and a UK person comes, then they're going to pick a 10 and find it's too big, okay? Because the medium here is actually size 10 for the UK or size 8 for the US, right? So medium in the EU and in Australia it's size 10. You can see how it differs. So people can pick what country or what countries they know, their size for, and they can pick which size they are on the site, all right? So important. And then demonstrate how they can measure themselves. Right? If they want to be absolutely certain that the leggings will fit them, and you're showing the waist and hips and leg lengths in centimeters and inches, show them how to measure themselves to double check what their size is, okay, with something like this. All right, so important, folks. Size guide, whatever the garment is that you're selling, you need to show them this, all right? And it will increase your conversions, right? Because it's answering one of those key questions that they have. Right, moving on. So brands that are doing legging selling well, okay? So you may have heard of some of these, you might not have heard of some others, but Lululemon, I love Lululemon. Greg mentioned Lululemon at the beginning. I never miss an opportunity to buy Lululemon stuff. It's so comfortable. I love it. I love the brand. I love how they do everything. And they sell leggings. And because they're such a strong brand, they sell them for like $100 plus, $130 or so. Right? They do a very good job of selling leggings. So if I was you and I'm starting selling leggings, I would obsess. How are Lululemon doing it? I would look at their website. I'd read every word on their site. I'd be scrolling through their product pages. I'd be getting on their mailing lists. If you've got the budget or a reason, I'd be purchasing their products, right? So you not only get on their mailing list, but you get on their mailing list as an actual customer. I'd be browsing their site so that I'll start seeing their retargeting ads. And I'd be doing a full audit of how they're doing stuff. But these are the top 5 brands that I think doing leggings selling really well. They've all got different sort of positioning, different messages, different ways of selling leggings, but definitely check these out if you want a good feel for what people are looking for. So it's Fabletics, not Fabletica. Thank you. Okay, so Fabletics. Thanks for that. But these brands are doing a great job. Okay, so get on their mailing list, find out, and emulate them. Right, these are your aspirational brands. Right. Joey's back. Okay. So with your ads, right? you need to be creating a system with your designer or designers to create lots of new designs consistently, but obviously keeping to your schedule and budget. If you're starting small, that's absolutely fine. And as you grow, you can do more and more, right? We got to the point where we were launching 20 new leggings designs a day. And that takes obviously a system. It takes a number of designers, and it takes quite a bit of effort to be getting those ads out, okay? Because we were launching new ads every day, with the exception sometimes of Mondays, particularly Mondays near sort of middle of the month, because that was a week a day. But we were launching ads every day, okay? Because we know that not every ad is going to win, all right? We want to get the ads out there, and we want to test. But what we don't want to do is spend a lot of money doing that. We want to find out which are the winning ads and keep them, and which are the losing ads and kill them very, very quickly. We want to kill them before they take all of our money and take our shirt off our back, right? And so to do that, we use Trust Ads, okay? And Trust Ads is an automated software which analyzes your ads 24/7, right? It does more than analyzes your ads more than you possibly could, more than any human could. It doesn't take holidays, it doesn't take sick pay, it doesn't have lunch or sleep, right? It's monitoring your ads around the clock and pausing the ones that suck. Also, it can scale the ones that are good, or you can do that manually, okay? I'm a hands-on guy, so I did some scaling with Trust Ads, but I did a lot manually. Because I obsess over the numbers and the analytics and so on. But either way, when you're testing every ad, even if you don't use the software and you want to do it manually instead, that's fine. But make sure that you're getting loads and loads of ads up there and you're killing them quickly, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying on that, right? And you want to be testing different ad types and placements. And earlier on, I showed you this slide with the different kind of images, the different styles, right? You want to be testing out different things. Different potential customers will respond to different kinds of image. Okay, so why have one ad, maybe just one ad, like maybe of this, when you can test multiples, all right? And it really is as difficult or as easy as finding someone to model those leggings for you and snapping some photos, right? And then, or talking to Greg and his team and getting those designs done for you. Okay, so you want to be testing different ad types and placements, and testing, as I said, the different images of your leggings. So the ad types and placements, I'm talking about, your link ads, your messenger ads, your image ads, and so on. Video placements would be like Instagram or stories or messenger or newsfeed, right hand side, and so on. So that's your ad types and your placements, and this is your different images of your leggings, and different stages. You might want to try out different things. So a lifestyle, so someone doing whatever it is, the niche that you're selling to. So if you're selling basketball leggings, maybe someone on a basketball court just holding a basketball wearing the leggings would be great as a lifestyle in use thing. But you want to be changing it up. Product is the one with the sort of white background, and it's just the legging. And then obviously different models. There's so many different options you can try. You're never going to be able to try all of them. There's too many variations, but the more that you try, the more you will win, and the more you win, the more money you will make, okay? And there's just the most important thing about testing ads is detecting the ones that suck, the ones that aren't going to get any traction for whatever reason, and killing them really, really quickly, right, before they eat up too much of your budget. And for that, I use Trust Ads. And you want to be testing different audiences, okay? Any niche that you're targeting, there's different angles that you can find people. It might be that, say, we were going after dog owners, the type of person that would attend a dog show is different to the type of person that buys a certain brand of dog food, okay? And so you can create different audiences within your niche and test out those different audiences, because it might be that the dog show attendees respond better to this particular dog legging design than your dog food brand people. And so you can test different audiences, all right? And I've got a video for you on that as well. So here, if you go to smartersessy.com/target niche, it'll take you to YouTube, to a YouTube video where I go in detail about how to target your niche, how to create those different audiences within your niche, how to find them, how to do your research. And this video links in really well and really easily, or really nicely, with the video that I shared with you earlier on, with the finding the niche. This is then how to target the niche once you found it. Okay, so if you want to screen print that or note it down, and I'm going to have a sip of water and I'm going to move on. Okay, right. Now, a quick note on retargeting. A quick note on retargeting. If you're not retargeting with your ads, you're leaving not just your money on the table, but you're leaving your profit on the table. Okay. It's so important to retarget, and I retarget up to 30 days. So people that are performing actions on my website, whether it's just viewing or going to my collection page, viewing a particular collection, like a product in a particular collection, adding something to their cart, and so on, right? I'm retargeting up to 30 days. And the reason for that is because people aren't on Facebook to buy, right? People are on Facebook to stalk their friends, look at cat videos, hang out with their mates, have a chat, have a browse, something to do whilst they're on the toilet, let's be honest, right? They're not necessarily on Facebook to buy your things. And as such, they might be interested in your stuff, but it might be that they don't have their credit card to hand right now, right? I know I don't need to go into detail on retargeting with you. I know Greg and his team will have definitely spoken at length with you on retargeting. But my point here is if you're not retargeting, you are leaving your profit on the table. Your retargeting ads will get such a better return on ad spend than your prospecting ads, but you have to do those initial cold audience prospecting ads so that you can build up your retargeting audience, okay? The more people you can pixel, the more people you can get to visit your store, the more people you can retarget. Obviously, I retarget up to 30 days, but obviously the first, the days closest to when they've taken the activity is typically more profitable. It might be that on day 31, people are really beginning to forget about your store and your leggings. But when we're talking retargeting, we're talking DPA. So these are your product category ads, I think they're called now on Facebook. I use a service called Criteo, which is a really great service for so automatically running retargeting ads across Google Display Network and so on. And when we're talking retargeting as well, we're talking about cart abandon email. So if people have got to that point where they were actually in the checkout and they've given you their email address, really hitting them hard with those cart abandon emails. I think we retrieved something like 13% of orders with our cart abandonment sequence, accounting for tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue that would have otherwise been lost. And this is a bit more advanced, but if you're into that and you know how to install a pixel on your page, or you know someone who can do it for you, there's pixels on Google and there's pixels on Pinterest, right? Both of these have little pieces of script called a pixel that you can place on your site in the right kind of way, and you can build up custom audiences, and then you can also do retargeting on Google and on Pinterest, okay? It doesn't just have to be Facebook, and Criteo does a great job, but Criteo, for example, won't retarget users on Pinterest. And of course, you can build up lookalikes on both of these. Right. So moving on. Now we're getting into the comments on the advert, okay? I've done away with Joey this time. I've just got a little arrow for you, but it means the same thing, all right? All of our prospecting ads, okay, every ad that we have, we will ask a question, something along the lines of this, right? Do you know a fishing fan who would love these leggings? Okay, obviously the niche is in brackets here. You want to tailor it to whatever audience you're going after. Okay, and the reason we ask this question is because we want people to leave a comment on our post. Comments are amazing. It tells Facebook that people are engaging with your ad, and the majority of the time, particularly if you're asking them to actually almost refer a friend, they're going to tag that person, so that person will see your ad when they might not have done otherwise. All right, so you get these answers which are usually tags. But the reason, and anybody that knows me, I know Patty knows this, and she's there in the messages. I know she knows this. Anybody that knows me knows how much I love comments, because every comment you get on any one of your posts, you can use a software like Trust Message to automatically send a private message like this one. So Mark had left a comment. This is Trust Message automatically sent a private message to Mark. And in that message, I've got a coupon code and a short link. Okay, so both of these will track that it's come from this private message, which I love. It's very, very personal, and it's so good. Mark thought it was by a member of the team, and he's actually responded. And Mark obviously is a man. Mark's not buying leggings himself, but he said, thanks. I'm sure my wife would love one. They're awesome. Okay, so they really do work. They still work, and if you're not retargeting your comments, you're leaving profit on the table as well. And obviously, Greg was chatting about that earlier on to you guys, and he left a post in the T-Rex group, I believe. Right.
Yeah, and I'm just now going to post our affiliate link for Trust Message in the chat box. So if you guys do want to get it, appreciate using the link. But we want to get Martin some business too.
Absolutely. Right. So repeat orders. Okay. So remember, we're talking about leggings, which are amazing, right? We're talking about they've got vibrant, colorful prints on them that are very personal to the user. They love the leggings, but the leggings themselves are amazing. Just like Greg's daughter said, they're my favorite leggings. Okay, and you get that all the time. Okay, so customers who buy from you want to buy from you again. Okay, but they might have forgotten the actual URL, they might have moved on, they might have whatever. Okay, and so when you've got an order from someone once, try and get a second order, okay? Because if you've given them a great experience, they want you to sell them again, okay? So cross-sell other leggings, okay, in the same or similar leggings category, that should say. So if you've got two niches that are quite similar, maybe you can cross-sell in a different niche, or just cross-sell them. If they bought the number one leggings design in your niche, try them on the number two, right? And you can cross-sell via email. So people who have purchased will be on your list, and hopefully they'll be segmented as purchasers of that niche. You can also do it through Facebook ads. Again, with the product category ads, you can do cross-sells where you can show people similar products that they might also like, all right? But this is a big, big tip, okay? Make sure that users on your site can very easily, they can see a link, somewhere very, very clearly on the site, and that they know in your email sequences that they can purchase your leggings in blank as well, okay? Because there's huge profit in this, right? So you're selling your leggings around $48, for example, right? You can sell the blanks in the sort of $30 to $40 range, right? And there's so many, we had so many, every time we ran a sale, we'd have people picking up 4 or 5 or 6 blank pairs of our leggings because they love them, right? And they just wanted some blank ones because blank leggings will go with any outfit, right? They're probably not going to go to a nice dinner with with a big design on their leg, but they might just be able to get away with a pair of blank leggings, and then they're comfortable and feel supported and so on, right? So make sure you're selling them in blank. And I'm sure in T-Rex, if it insists that you have a design, you could upload maybe a blank design or something. I'm sure Greg will help you find a way to do that. But absolutely,
that's not a problem. They can sell whatever they want. That's not a problem at all.
Brilliant. But the profit margin when you're selling leggings in blank is absolutely huge when you haven't got that print cost, and you're selling them for more or less the same price as the printed ones. If you don't do that, you're missing out. Okay. And then finally, when you're getting the repeat orders, we're chatting to people by email, we don't necessarily just want to be, hey, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, deal, 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 right? You want to be sharing great content with them via email. In an ideal world, you've got a nice blog with really well-cultivated content that your kind of customers want to read, and then you can refer to that content in your email as the main body of the email, and then say underneath, hey, and by the way, if you want to pick up another pair of whatever, just click here, okay? And if you're stuck for ideas for great content in your emails, I recommend joining the mailing lists of similar companies to yours, or companies that you know are just doing it right. And again, excuse me, we've got some brands that I love, and they do the emailing really well. Maine Lobster is one. Boom by Cindy, that's Ezra Firestone's brand. Lululemon and Fabletics. Hey, I did it right this time. Fabletics, all of these, their emailing is really, really good. And you can just get on their emailing list, right? You can just join their newsletter or buy something small from their store or so on, right? And you can review their style and what they're presenting. And you can bet they're probably not doing many sales, and yet they're doing really well from their email, okay? And so there's a really good way to learn about that. Right. Next up, on your road to success, on your road to multi-millions in leggings sales, always be collecting reviews and photos, okay? Now, for reviews, we used an app called, I think it's Product Review Add-on or something like that. It's something similar, but it's by stamped.io, okay? There are more expensive apps and there are also cheaper apps, but that was the one we got on really well with because it enabled us to do a lot of stuff. It also did like auto collection of reviews. It automatically emailed users and things like that. We got tons of reviews that way. And then we also incentivized our customers to send us photos of themselves in the leggings, okay? And what we found worked really well was a sort of unbranded standard email from the owner of the store, okay? So the kind of email that you'd send to your friend, right? It hasn't got all the branding, it hasn't got all the colors, it hasn't got the, the signatures, it's just text. And it just says like, hey, thank you so much. I wanted to introduce myself. Yes, thank you so much for your order. I wanted to introduce myself. My name's Martin. I'm the owner. And I'd really appreciate it if you could, let us know how you got on with your leggings, and maybe send us a photo. And if you're so good as to send us a photo, I'd like to give you a $10 discount, okay? And I give it right there in the email, okay? Some people will just take the discount and not send me a photo. That's cool. Got a second order. But often the incentive, this coupon code, doing it up front, it does increase the trust, okay? But do make sure that you send this email to them after you know they've received the leggings, right? You need to know what your delivery time is and make sure that that email goes out after they've received the leggings. Otherwise, you're going to get a ton of replies back that says, hey, I haven't received them yet. I'm sure they're great, but I haven't received them. And you kind of miss the opportunity to get the photos. But once you do get those photos, once those photos start coming in, they are like gold. You can use them on your site, you can use them in your ads, you can use them on your social media, right? They are really, really great. And it's a bonus. If you can get videos from your customers, it's harder to do. Or videos from influencers, they work even better because they really do show your product in all their glory. But as I said, it is harder. Now, all the photos I've shown you so far earlier on in this presentation, they were customers, right? So all of these, what side are we on? All of these are genuine customers who have genuinely sent in photos of them wearing the leggings, okay? And they really do speak volumes and really, really do help. Okay, so let me get back to the slide I was on. Finally, almost finally, we want to be maximizing our sales. Okay, we want to be maximizing our sales. So to do that, the price point of your leggings, I recommend somewhere in the $30 to $70 range. Okay, you will obviously have your brand. You'll have positioned your brand in a certain price point, or other things that you're selling on your store. You'll have a sort of price bracket. Leggings should be more expensive than t-shirts. And I would say a similar sort of price. If you're selling hoodies, it'd be a similar sort of price to that. We tested and sold leggings throughout this range, and we settled on $48 on our store, and that just seemed to be the one that worked quite well. All right. And particularly as Facebook, as ad costs rather go up, the best way to react to that is to nudge up your own pricing as well. You want to be leveraging upsells. We use in-cart upsell app is what we use. So once they're in the cart, this app recommends very similar products that they can just quickly with one click add to their cart. Ideally, of course, you want to be getting the upsell in after they've purchased, so you're not slowing them down. So they definitely purchase item 1 and then you can get them on item 2. Cart hook.
Let me dive in too, because I want to make sure, we never did get you on the T-Rex platform. So we have our own T-Rex one-click upsell funnels. Brilliant. So you guys got to use your funnels, sell a second pair, sell a third pair, sell a shirt to go with it, a matching shirt. Use that stuff in your upsells, and that's where you're going to increase your AOV and add that. And as you increase your AOV, you got more money you can spend on getting customers and likes and comments and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So definitely be leveraging upsells, and even like there's upsells you can add as well, which are digital upsells. So it could be that you want to offer lifetime warranty on your leggings. So you want to offer the customer for the lifetime of their leggings. If they pay say $20 for lifetime warranty, for the lifetime of those leggings, if anything happens to them, you'll replace them. Okay. That might be something you want to add. And so it's a digital. It's just free money. All right, and particularly if you're happy and confident with the quality of your leggings, right, they shouldn't go wrong. And most users will probably forget they've got it, but that's not ideal, okay? But it shows that you have faith in the quality of your products, okay? Right. Obviously, to maximize sales, you want to be answering all of those product page essential questions that I showed you earlier on, those 6 essential questions that every potential customer will have in the back of their head. You want to be displaying those reviews on your product and cart pages, right? If people are loving your things, are loving your products, you want to be showing that love for future customers. And finally, you want to use the blank space of your thank you page to get some kind of action as well, right? So normally users have gone through, they've bought whatever it is they've bought from you, and they land on a thank you page which basically just says thank you. Okay, that's an excellent area whilst they're still in the buying mindset or the action taking mindset to do things like requesting that they follow you on social media, right, on your various different social medias, or incentivize them to purchase again immediately with a quick response, a quick action coupon code. And many times people will actually take you up on a quick, 15% off in the next 15 minutes type deal. We use the Profit Pal app for that in Shopify, but obviously if you're on T-Rex, you can just show that coupon code right there on the thank you page. So folks, it's all about systemizing, automating, rinsing, and repeating. Any business needs these things, and if you want to operate at scale, you need your systems. You need to automate as much as you can, either through software or through members of your team, and then it's a case of getting that system right and running, and then just rinsing and repeating, and then just adding to it, right, and just increasing the input so you increase the output. So I'll leave you with Scrooge McDuck skiing down a hill of his money. And then finally, obviously we're going to go into the Q&A now, but all of those links that I had Joey point out to you, in case you missed them, they're all here for you to either write down or screenshot so that you can take action and follow up later on. So we move into a Q&A. How was that, Greg?
Fantastic. I'm seeing lots of great comments. Now I'm going to switch it over to my screen. Let's see, show my screen. Which one do I want to show?
Better screenshot quick, folks. Boom, gone.
Well, we'll get you guys those links. We'll post them in the members area. So this is for the for all the T-Rex members in the members area. We'll post the replay in there. We'll post the links. We'll get you guys going. Everyone's saying that was some awesome stuff. Thank you. That was fantastic. Best fit, the best thing. So again, here's the goal, people. So I got Randy on. Are you there, Randy? Can you hear me? I see you there, but I see you muted as well, and I don't know if you're actually there.
Here, Greg. Yeah.
Okay, hey Randy.
Hey, Randy.
So we are excited to let you guys know that we have this transaction. I've invested, Randy, we invested in some inventory, because here's the thing about this, right? So these are high quality leggings from Europe. And so we've invested in some. We have some in inventory right now. I've been selling them for a couple weeks now. Everyone's loving them. That you see on the screen, the hashtag Be Strong. We've been doing some Be Strong and some Be Strong leggings for Be Your Own You, and we are going to label these leggings as Be Your Own You. They're going to be part of our Be Your Own You brand. So we do want to answer some of your questions, but I also want to kind of go over some of the pricing and some of the questions you guys have. But they're available right now. You can go into your locker stock, you can see the mock-ups, you can put your image on the mock-ups, and you can get them going. Right now, we're only printing them on the left leg, and it's that same area that you see on the screen that you kind of saw in the different images. And we're going to be working out how we do the personalization and how the personalization mock-ups and that kind of stuff works. Amber, are you there too? I see Amber's online. Can we hear you, Amber?
I'm on. Can you hear me?
We sure can. So everyone knows. So Martin, thank you very much for that. Let's just see if there's any Q&A on Martin's content real quick. If you have any questions on Martin's content, let's get those out of the way, and then we can go ahead and let him go. He doesn't need to hang around. And then we're going to talk about, you know, how you get into your locker stock, how you fulfill them, and then I'm going to share with you, if you guys want to make some extra money, how you can get some inventory with us. So we're going to try to pool some of our money to buy more inventory, because we're going to really put a lot of energy into this. And here's one thing that I want you to comment on too, Martin, because when you talk to me about this, if we start getting going now and we start warming up our pixel now, we start getting it going now, how well do you think we're going to do in that Christmas season, in that fourth quarter, Martin?
Oh, that is the best season. As I said, they make such great gifts that you need to be getting them out there from mid-August through to December. We did 1 million in 3 months with Leggings, and through Q4, it's just crazy, really popular.
So that's what we're doing with Be Your Own You, and that's what we want you guys to do. And we're going to do multiple trainings. Our new director of education, Robert Nava, he wasn't able to make it because he had some other scheduled calls, and I kind of put this on the calendar without letting anyone know, kind of in Greg Ryder style. But we're going to do more trainings. We're going to talk about audiences and how to do your audiences. We're going to continue, because I love this niche, because I love women. Women are buyers online. You saw him showing the trending and all the kind of stuff, and you got that extra money that you can put into your ad spend to make it a profitable ad spend to get people going. So I don't see really any questions that really relate to you. So Ryan says, how long delivery from Europe? So we're buying them from Europe and sending them to Randy in Missouri, and Randy in Missouri is doing the print on demand and the fulfillment. So we're not getting them from Europe. I mean, we're buying them in bulk from Europe and getting the blanks over. So that's what we're doing there. And then we are working on a situation that if you are in Europe and you are selling to people in Europe, we're going to we have a relationship that we're going to try to have them printed and fulfilled from Europe to make it even better. So we're not shipping them from Europe to here and then from here back over to Europe. So we do have that figured out. Depending on what platform you're selling on, we have to kind of figure how that works. So all that's coming. Literally, we just closed this transaction within the last week. So I don't sit around, man. We get stuff going and get stuff doing. I want to get you guys going. I want Leggings to be a huge part of our business. And Randy's excited about doing it and everything else as well. So,
well, I'll add to that, Greg. I mean, you know, since we brought these things in, this is the only legging that I've seen ran through here, and I've seen several of them that really look great direct to garment. You know, the white sits up on it good. It's nice and opaque. I've seen a lot of leggings supplied to me that are just really junk. And this is something that I know that we can be proud of. And you've seen them, Greg. I mean, the ones we're doing for Be Strong, great looking stuff. They screen print well, they direct to garment well, and the others don't.
Right. Okay, so Martin, I don't see anything that's really specific that I can't answer. So if I don't really want to keep you hanging around unless you want to. You're welcome to, but we go ahead and release you if you want to get back to work. I know time is money.
It's all good, actually. It's at the end of the day here. It's 10 p.m. I'm happy to sit and chill and take in your soothing voice, Greg.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I'm happy to be taken off presenter mode or whatever you need to do.
Okay, so I see a couple
everybody.
questions. I'm going to go through some of these questions real fast. Do we have any market for men? We are working on a men's sweatpants, but right now, no, just women. Will we be able to sell these on the Amazon integration? I'm pretty sure that answer is a yes. So so Randy says it is. So that's a yes. Not only the Amazon integration, but the Shopify and the Etsy should be all of the above. So that's part of the cool thing. And you will have tons of inventory for Xmas time. We're going to talk about that here in a second, Jill. Do the leggings have to be black, or can they be white with all over color designs? Marcy, these are a cotton spandex blend, which are really good for doing print on demand. They are not white. They don't come in white. They only come in black. That's the only color they come in, and it's the most popular color. And we don't do all over sublimation printing. That's to do that right and to make that look good, you literally have to print that on the fabric, cut the fabric, sew the fabric, and do that. And we just don't have the resource. We're not getting into that business. So that is all black. So the print is just one side. Yes, right now it's one side, and it's the left side. All of our mock-ups are on the left side, and it's the left side. If you have ability to where you want to do volume and you want to go from print on demand into screen printing, with like a minimum, maybe probably, I don't know, Randy, is that 500 for screen printing? Randy can put the hit in maybe on 2 legs or 1 leg or different places. But right now, that would have to be a special conversation with Randy as far as putting it on the other leg or a different mock-ups. You can make your own mock-ups, right?
Yep.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. What is the fabric content? I believe it's 95%. Amber, do you have that handy? Or Martin, do you know, is it 95% cotton and 5% spandex?
Yeah, I
I'm never
believe
seeing
it's
that. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I believe it's
Sounds about right.
somewhat. It sounds about right. It's very cotton rich.
yeah. And we'll get all that stuff for you, and it should be in our descriptions. I just don't have it handy.
It
Can
says
we
it
get
is.
more yoga style, looser bottom? Not right now, but we're gonna be getting in this, and the more we sell, the more people that jump on this bandwagon, the more cash flow we're gonna have to expand and grow what we're doing. There's 2 blank leggings in the print tech right now, and this brand, yes, they are, Karen. What you have in print tech, that is entered late. There will be a replay. Is this gated category on Amazon? I don't know. Does anyone know if it's a gated category on Amazon?
No, definitely not. You can absolutely sell it on Amazon.
Okay, perfect. And we are going to work on fulfillment from Europe. We got to figure out how we do that. Yes, I have a market in Europe. Okay, cool. Very excited. Okay. Is it going to integrate into the Shopify Print Tech app? It already integrates with the Shopify Print Tech app. It's already there. So yes, it's with the Shopify Print Tech app. It's with the Etsy integration app. It's with the all that kind of stuff. So the personalization is, we haven't really tested that yet, so we got to start testing it, but probably right away. I don't see why we can't do personalization right away. So if you create your designs, it should work. And Chris Meets, our CTO, and we're going to be figuring that out. So let me kind of move through PowerPoint here. So one of the things that we're going to do for everybody who wants is, through our acquisition and through what we've done, we have a lot of happy customer images. And we're going to share some happy customer images in the T-Rex membership Facebook page. So if you're a T-Rex member and you're making your investment, you're in that Facebook group, we're going to share these happy customer images that are real, that you can upload into your T-Rex happy customers, under each of your campaigns. So we're going to share some of those with you so you can have some of those to help you with your sales and what you're doing. So that is a benefit of being part of our membership and being part of our education and a customer. That is happening. So right now, here's the leggings pricing chart. Now this includes full color printing. So your flat rate shipping international is $8.99 and your USA is $3.99, and they come in up to 5XL. So here's what's really cool about this. We can really start pushing the plus sizes and getting some plus size pictures and models. We have some of those, and we're actually going to get some here at my office, and we're going to try to get some model pics. I think this is a great product to present to the plus sizes. Very few people go up to 5XL in a nice high quality legging. So there's a big market for that. And then, of course, it goes up because there's more material, but that is the current prices. And they have a full length and a capri. And there's your prices that they're available to you one at a time. Okay. So what we want to do and what I want to do, and you don't have to do this, we have some inventory, but I know there's some people that have asked me and they're serious about this. If you want to pre-order some and you want to help make an investment in your leggings business and save some money, we're going to pool our money together. And we've talked about this many times over the last year. Is, we got a new product. Inventory costs. It costs money, right? So we're not rolling in the dough to where we can just go buy $100,000 worth of inventory. So we thought, okay, let's throw it out there and just see if anybody wants to buy an inventory, and then they get a 16% discount on the inventory. So the idea is if you want to buy 50 of them and you want to make an investment in 50 of them, instead of paying 24, you can get them for 20. If you want to buy 100 of them, you can get it for 20, or if you want to buy 500 of them, you can get it for 20. So you're saving 16%. Okay. Then we said, well, let's throw one more in there. Let's throw in the 1,000. So if you wanted to pre-order 1,000 of them, you would get them for $19.20, which is a 20% savings. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pool all this money together. I'm going to go to the manufacturer and we're going to bulk order and get a bunch of inventory in inventory. Now, the other thing that this affords you to do is now we're working on Printex's new My Warehouse inventory management system. And because you guys are customers, because you know who we are, this is really kind of, I don't know if it's a beta test, but it's kind of like a beta test. We now have the inventory, we now have the management systems up, and we are testing and working on the systems to where you can put inventory in your inventory, and we can make the inventory available to all the sellers. So it's your inventory, but if somebody, let's say we get low on inventory and we need your inventory, we'll buy your inventory at the rack rate and you'll make money. No different than if you're already selling something on Amazon, you got a warehouse full of stuff and you go, I need help selling it. You ship it to Randy. We offer it to all of our T-Rex customers and all of our customers. And if they start selling it, we can help sell your inventory. So this is all part of our long-term grandiose plan to help become a distribution channel for products and services. And so this is really the first product we're going to be doing this on. So the point is if you're in a situation, you're saying, I want to save some money, I want to save an extra 16%, I don't mind throwing $1,000 and getting some of my own inventory and pooling the money with Greg and everybody else and getting that inventory from Europe, you can do that. Now, if you don't want to, that's okay too. We have inventory. You can start selling right away. We're going to get you the mock-ups, get your designs, and you can do that kind of stuff. But just as is that clear? Did I confuse anybody there? Let me see. I'm looking at these questions, and I don't know if Amber's there. If you see any questions that we should answer, I'm having a hard time keeping up.
I'm trying to
So
read through them
Mike
too.
is saying, my wife says it needs to be more spandex instead of cotton to stretch. Actually, these things stretch really good. I can tell you from firsthand, my daughter should be wearing a large, but she goes into a medium and they stretch out just fine, but she likes them tight. And then Shay, my assistant, she doesn't like them tight, so she likes the bigger ones that are a little bit more loose.
Yeah, they have a good stretch to them.
Yeah, and we're going to provide you guys with the sizing charts. You're going to have all that stuff. That will be uploaded into the Facebook group. You can get all the stuff that you're going to need as far as the sizing charts and that kind of stuff.
And Joe's asking, what do you mean by full color printing if you're only offering leggings in black?
Well, when I say full color printing, when we do the print on demand, you can have as many colors as you want. You can print whatever you want to print. And again, to show you some examples, so there's the blank mock-up image, right? So the print would go right there, right? Oh, here's some stuff that you did for us. Good job, Amber. Plus sizes, medium rise, flattering finish, suitable for gym, machine washable, breathability, delivers pleasing, crafted soft combed cotton, and blended elastane for support. But keep calm, there's bonus time, right? And so we have already got images and design packs for accountants, for adventures, for American snipers, for animals, for basketball, for Beauty and the Beast, for birth month, brunette, Buffy, cats, causes, cheerleaders, chefs, chicken, and we are going to be putting together design packs to help you get launched and get started and get going. And this is just some of them. We have even more than this, right? And here's some examples. When I say full color, you look at the different colors that go on here. Now, these are maybe just 2 colors, but you could have a full color print because it's print on demand. And these are just some of the niches. Look at this, accountant, powered by coffee. That could be Greg, powered by coffee. I could even wear some, I was even going to put on some leggings and wear them myself and just to get you guys to laugh. But there's an example of an image that could be personalized, right? It could say account, it could say, it could say, whatever job you're doing, right? That could be the field that is personalized, right? I love animals. They taste delicious. Run like a zombie. There's just different types of examples of what's going on here, these different designs that we have in these different niches. So what we're going to do is if you end up buying 50, you're not going to get any design packs. But if you buy 100, you're going to get 1 design pack with your 100. If you buy 500, you're going to get 3 design packs. And if you buy 1,000, you're going to get 5 design packs. And we're also going to do a mock-up bundle. So we're writing the action strips to take your designs. We're going to have the Photoshop experts and those webmasters to run your designs through a Photoshop action script and give you back the mock-up bundle. So you're going to have mock-ups. Now, again, we've rushed this a little bit. I'll take credit for that. So we don't have exactly what that's going to look like, but we are going to give you 4 and 5 mock-ups per design pack, per mock-up bundle. We are going to give you Facebook ads mocked up. So we're going to really give you everything you need to take this to market and sell. Do you have any more comments you want to say on that, Amber?
No, we're still figuring that out. If anyone has suggestions for what else they would like in a design pack or a bundle, specifics on, different backgrounds or Facebook ads, because we're planning on doing the transparent backgrounds. You could add your own. We could, find something that looks nice like the brick wall or whatever. So we're still trying to figure out what will be the best bundle to put together. Someone's asking about metallics, metallic printing and foil.
I can answer that.
I don't think you can do
if you want
metallic.
us to screen print it, no on the foil, but yes on the metallic. So if you've got a stock design that's not personalized and you're running even a small minimum, depending on how many colors, we can print metallic ink on it. They'd look great.
Metallic, yes. Foil, no.
So let me ask you guys a question. If you have an interest in pre-buying and pre-investing in some of these, put a yes in the chat box, and I'm going to send you, there's a link I put together, a pretty link, T-REXecom.com/leggings, and there's this little form. We don't have an order form. We want to talk to you. We want to make sure it works for you. We want to find out how much you want to do, and then I'm going to get it all bundled together. And then I don't really want to collect the money online because I don't want to pay the 3% merchant fees. So we're going to have people either send us a check or do a wire transfer because it's just too much to eat up our profit margins. These are really high quality. These are not cheap leggings like you see with some of these other people that have been selling online. We're having people that have seen these and tested these and felt them and worn them. They're like dropping what they were selling and coming and selling these. These are going to be awesome. So I see a number of yeses. Okay, perfect. Yes, 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 yes.
Marjorie
okay, cool.
wants to know 50 of one size or a variety of sizes.
No, it would be a variety of sizes. We're gonna take with the history that we have. We bought this company, so we're gonna take the history of sales, and we kind of know, okay, this is the highest selling size, this is the second, and we kind of have a mix. So there'll be a little bit of each, and then the goal is if we needed to switch from our inventory to your inventory, if you run out, the idea is we want you to have your own inventory, but we don't want to run out. And we're trying to test our systems. We're trying to test our ability for our inventory management and our ability. And maybe you're sitting there just going, I don't want to sell leggings, but I'll be an investor. I wouldn't mind making 16% on my money. You buy some leggings. We're going to keep these leggings and we're going to gear this up. And I really am believing, like, hey, Martin, are you still there? When you were kind of at your peak, I remember talking to the manufacturer. He was talking about a minimum of $1,500 a month, but you were doing what, $1,500 a month to $5,000 a month in the Christmas time. How many leggings were you selling per month?
Cool. Now you're asking. I think at our peak we were doing 600 leggings a day.
Okay, so you see what I'm saying? If we even get 50 people selling leggings, we could be doing thousands and thousands and thousands of leggings per month. So we're kind of starting out with this and kind of get it going, and it ends up being a lot of investment in the capital to bring this inventory over. So we're like, hey, let's share some of the profit with our great customers who are taking the time and following us and supporters of us and that kind of stuff.
Can you show the price slide again? A few people are asking about that.
Okay, let me go back to that. Where is it?
And a couple people have asked if we'll be selling the design pack bundles separately.
Yes, we will. So we're going to
will.
be putting that together and the design packs and the bundles. And again, just so you guys know, we want you to sell stuff, but we made a significant investment in this product. We're private labeling under the BU brand and all these designs and what we're doing. And we're just like any other business, right? We have to recoup a little bit of our investment, and we try to say, so we're spending X number of dollars, we give it, we sell it. And then we're also going to try to restrict how many times we sell these different image packs. We have over 2,200 images, 2,200 different designs. And we're going to keep creating more designs. And, but we are going to have design packs. We're going to bundle them up, but we're going to get better with adding Facebook ads to them and that kind of stuff. So it's going to be fantastic.
Jude's asking what's the recommended price to sell these at. I believe Martin said $48 worked really well.
Yeah, the sweet spot was $47, maybe even 39 to 47. And Martin, you told me that you didn't really see a difference. You tested them at 37, 38, 39, and you didn't really see much of a drop in price at the $47, $50 range. And I was looking at Lululemons, the $89 and $90 Lululemons, and I swear these are comparable to that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Martin.
No correction necessary. Absolutely. We were able to sell them all day long at $48, and yeah, the Lululemon ones. We've had customers who have said they've switched from Lululemon to ours.
Abraham's asking about delivery time of the leggings.
That's a Randy question, but it's no different than anything else, whether it's a t-shirt or whatever. If Randy receives the order, he should have that thing picked, printed, and packed and shipped within, within 2 to 3 business days and out in the mail. Print on demand. Now, if you're doing a lot of one and you want to go to screen printing, that could be a different story. Right now, he's doing screen printing for us, and we're only running the screen printing once a week. And so it's a little bit different depending on when somebody bought, when that once a week screen printing goes through.
And a few people have asked if they could order one pair as a sample to kind of see the quality.
Hey, that's a good idea. Let's do that, Amber. So we'll put together a special wholesale link for all of our customers to buy a pair. I guess we could just do a blank pair, huh?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay, yeah, we'll put that together and we'll email everybody and we'll post that in the Facebook group as well. We'll put a hidden campaign so where you can just order a sample and you can order it in the right size that you want, so you can touch them and feel them, because that is important. Ben, I know you're really going to be sold and get excited.
Someone's asking Martin what was the return rate that he was seeing in his store.
Non-existent. I mean, unless the return was for like the wrong size, or they or accidentally ordered the wrong design, those kind of things. Like non-existent. These are great leggings, In fact, we have sold shoes on other stores, and the return rate for shoes is much higher. Just to give you a comparison.
Okay.
And people are asking how many designs are going to come with the design pack and what that's going to entail. And again, I'll take credit. I rushed this webinar. I wanted to get it out. I got a lot of stuff going on next week and the week after and the week after and the week after. So I wanted to get it in this week, and we haven't really figured that out yet, but it'll be a high value design pack with mock-ups, blanks, Facebook ads. We're creating all that for you. We want to make it easy on you, and we want to make it so we have now that Randy's opened up the app for Shopify and Etsy and Amazon. Now as a collective community, we have a lot more Shopify customers. We have a lot more Amazon customers. We have a lot more Etsy customers. So we're going to create a pack that works no matter what platform you're on. You'll have them for T-Rex. They can work on Shopify. They'll work on the different things that you want. And we're going to try to figure out what niche you want too. So like say you're in the cat niche, you're going to want cat issues. Maybe you're in the horse niche. You might want horses. Maybe you want to just get some personalized things and test some different things. But I want to go back to this too. Look, for you to be successful in any of this business of e-commerce, you have got to be committed to testing new designs and new products, and new niches, or actually, let me say this, new designs within your niche. You should have your niche already solidified, and then you got to continue to put out new designs and new looks and new feels. And then what I do is I like to throw them out to my fan page and, hey, would you buy these? Which ones you like better, A or B? And you get those comments, and then you use trust message to come back to them. Hey, and by the way, I was taking notes with that. Let me give you some of my notes, and I scribbled all over the place, and I didn't take all the notes I should have, but I want to give you some gold that I took out of Martin's training, right? And I follow a lot of this stuff. You guys don't think I sit here, but I watch webinars like everybody else. I watch the replays at 1 in the morning when I'm done working. But he said something that I never had heard this before, and I personally, Greg Ryder personally, have been doing some support tickets in the last 10 days, and this is so true, it's blown my mind. He said, advertise around paydays. So I've been doing support, and I know Shelly's out here doing support, and Amber's done some support, but I wanted to get a feel for what's going on with support, and we've been doing live chat, and I'm telling you, I have personally seen 10 or 15 people, when we're using Trust Message, we're saying, hey, we just launched this. You're going to love it. Click here to go get some. And I personally have answered 10 to 15 responses that said, oh, I love it. I'm going to get them as soon as payday. That people are living from week to week to week, from paycheck to paycheck, and they don't have the money. They have to wait for payday to go buy them. And then Martin said that today, and I'm like, wow, that is a golden nugget. You start to think about paydays are typically around the 15th and the 1st, so maybe that's when you really start stepping up your ad spend and start looking at what you're going after, because that's when people have that disposable income. So think about that in your market and what's going on there. That's amazing. So that was an amazing piece of stuff. And then I loved his unbranded email, like it was coming from you as an individual, with an incentive for them to give you a photo of them wearing the product. I don't care what it is, using the product, holding the product, whatever it is, because the more happy customer videos you get, or pictures, videos, whatever it is, the better off you're going to be, the better social media is. And so I thought that was a golden nugget. I've never heard that before, unbranded email. And then I loved his contact funnel. That's another thing. I never heard that before, creating a contact funnel. All of us can do that. All of us can create a better FAQ page. All of us can create a better contact us page where you're answering those questions ahead of time, and then you have to have those happy customers. So that was good stuff. Okay, then my rant's over. Okay, what questions do we need to
Marcy
ask?
wants to know, when will this be available to start?
It's available.
And Patricia's asking, will PrintTech fulfill one-off sales? So can people just order one pair of leggings? Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, they're available now. They can order that just like a t-shirt or anything else from your site.
Yep, you can do that right now. So we're going to have to post the sizing chart and some of the other different things maybe in the Facebook group, so you have that. And Ryan's asking about when will this be ready for Europe. I don't know, Ryan. We're trying to figure that out, and I'm hoping, let's say, in the next week, but I really don't know, to be honest with you.
So Lisa's asking, so we could create our own artwork and upload it as well? Yes.
Hey, Diana's asking, do you have a made-for-you store with these leggings? That's a great idea. No, we don't, but we're going to make one now that you suggested that. And by the way, we're going to be going into beta on Launchcart in the next 2 to 4 weeks, 4 weeks max. If it's actually four weeks, I'm going to be upset. So with that, we're also keep an eye out for a post and or an email. We're going to be looking for beta testers for Launchcart, and we're super excited about our new version. We're going to have the world's best e-commerce Shopify killer out there.
And a couple people have asked about the design dimensions. I don't remember if that's the same as the other, the 3200 by 2800.
I don't remember what that is either off the top of my head, but they are somewhere.
Off the top of my head, it's like 14 centimeters.
Martin?
I think it's about 14 centimeters by 29 centimeters. Obviously, we can confirm that, but it's a really big print area. But that might be different. Randy might be the best person to confirm that, because that is definitely print dependent. I know the European printers can do like about 14 centimeters wide, 29 down, I think. Randy might be able to do more. I'm not sure. I think that's probably one to confirm after the thing. But it's a big size. You know, it takes up the whole of the person's thigh if you want it to.
And we can make sure we get those listed in the PrintTech knowledge base so that anyone can go look it up.
Yep.
What else?
There's a question. So Carlos says he doesn't use Shopify or T-Rex. Can we work with Commerce HQ? And as long as you can export your orders out in a, Randy, what is it, a CSV file, or how do people send email in orders to PrintTech? So you got to get a locker stock account with Randy, and then you just have to export your orders in some type of CSV file. Then you email them to a certain email address, and then Randy puts them into locker stock, and they can do the printing and the fulfillment for you.
Yep. And Lisa's asking, with the personalization fonts, we can only use the Google fonts and not any of our own licensed fonts for that, correct? I believe Lockerstock, if you're creating it through Lockerstock, you are limited to the fonts that are in there. But if you're doing it through T-Rex, you can upload your own fonts.
Oh yeah, and I agree with that. So Patty says, Greg, don't forget the warranty, golden nugget. He offers a warranty, right? So check that out, right? So he already has in his terms of service and his like his just his business as a principle. If you're not happy, I'm going to refund your money. I'm going to make it right, right? But on his checkout page, he had like, hey, add $10 for the warranty that you're paying $10 guaranteed to replace it for you. And he goes, it's amazing how many people actually give him a free $10. It's awesome. I love that. How do we get started? Do we need to be a T-Rex member? And if so, no, you don't have to be a T-Rex member, James. You just need to have a locker stock account. You got to go to printech.us. I'll put it in here for you. And make sure you get a locker stock account if you don't have one. And you can sign up for the Amazon, the Shopify, or the Etsy integration. And or you can go to TREXWP.com and get T-Rex. TREXWP.com. Okay, so here's some people asking about the second webinar today. So matter of fact, I'm going to share that link too. So for those of you, I'm a former investment banker, and we do a lot of investments, a lot of investing. So tonight we're doing a webinar. We invited all the T-Rex people and all my investors. We're doing a webinar, how to earn 12 to 24% on your money, doing loans, doing basically purchase order financing, which is kind of a little bit what we're talking about here today, and doing different things. We're just going to show people how they can put their money to work for you. And that's kind of angel. So we know there's people in our database that want to learn investment strategies, want to learn how to invest. And that's my other business. I mean, I've had that business for decades. So that's what that webinar tonight's about. Can photos be printed on leggings? That's a good question. Can we do photo? Are you still there, Randy? I see you there, but I see you muted. Can we, I think we could do photos.
I don't know why not.
Yeah, photos should be work.
Children's and toddler sizes. I don't know about that.
We don't have any children's and toddler sizes.
That could be something in the future. That's certainly something that, with the right conversation is definitely available.
Yeah, if we have a big enough demand, we'll make it happen.
So what are our next steps going to be after this? We got to get get a link for everyone to buy. We got to finalize the offer, right? What's going to be in the mock-up bundles, and get all the information to everybody.
The bundles are going to be. If you're interested in doing the pre-order, fill out that form that I sent you guys, and I'll get those emails, and then we'll contact you separately and figure out how much you want to do. I can see some are already in my inbox. And we'll get our orders put in, we'll get them shipped over here, and we'll start getting things going.
Yeah, it looks like there's some interest in the children's leggings in the future.
Okay, so somebody's saying, I'm a member of T-Rex. Do I still need to pay the $9.99 a month to join Printech? You already have an account with Printech in your locker stock, but if you did want to use the app for Amazon, Shopify, or Etsy, you definitely need to go get that. That is an extra cost over and above T-Rex. That basically helps Randy pay for his technology development needs. So you have to do that. And by the way, if you have an Amazon store and you haven't signed up for your Amazon app, right now the Amazon app is $9.99 a month grant, and you're gonna get it for a certain period of time. I think for 6 months at that price, but it's going to $20 a month on Saturday morning.
And Carlos is asking, what's the best way to sell these products on Amazon or my own store? Because with the Amazon integration, if you go in locker stock and you create the leggings, you just push it to Amazon if you've got that integration. Or if you've got a Shopify store, or create them in T-Rex. I mean, you have a lot of options.
Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure, Carlos, on the Amazon. I haven't done Amazon. I'm actually looking for an Amazon expert who would like to partner with me and help me with some Amazon stuff myself. Because I've got some cool stuff coming up, and I need to have we need to have some Amazon stuff as a corporate account. All right, well, that being said, it's 2:46, everybody. I got to get back to work. I'm going to wrap this up. Obviously, let's get a conversation going in the Facebook group. And if you need any questions, you can always send the questions to, what's our support email address again?
For T-Rex, support@TREXecom.com.
Yep, just send it to support@TREXecom.com. And I think we're managing live support as well. And we'll get all these questions in the Facebook group and in support. So thank you very much, Martin. We appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Awesome training. We appreciate it. The replay will be out there. We'll post it. It'll be in the members area, and we'll probably put it on our post somewhere else as well.
Thanks so much, everybody. It's always a treat to have such an active, engaged audience, and I've not presented many or any webinars with an engaged audience quite like the T-Rex Club, and I really do enjoy these events. Thanks so much, everybody.
Hey, thanks, everybody. Thanks, Amber. Thanks, Randy. Thanks, everybody. Signing off. Do what I do. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude and tell somebody you love them. You'll have a better day. I appreciate it.
Bye, everyone.